This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2020 XLR Hyper Lite 25 HFX. And it's a toy hauler. Okay. So this is not a sales video or a floor plan video or anything like that. I'm just going to go over some of the components, some of the appliances, that sort of thing, and show them to you. So obviously right now your ramp door is down in the patio position. You have the patio set on it, right? Plus there's an adjustable leg to give it more support. You have a awning, power awning with LED strip. You can hang this is a bracket to hang a TV here. You have power, and then there's signal out down there, so you can hook it up. You got outside speakers. Okay, so this is your hitch that you purchase with it. It's a Husky centerline weight distribution hitch with built-in sway control. So we're going to show you how this operates when you pick it up. Okay. Also, you have cranks here. This smaller crank right here is for the power tongue jack in case it fails. You can pull this plug out here and you stick that crank in there and crank it manually. This is a 3/4 inch crank here, the bigger one that's used for your stabilizers. Okay. You have a sprayer, quick connect sprayer. It goes into various ports on the trailer. There's at least one, probably two. I'll point them out as we go by them. And then there's your dump hose right there. One last thing, this is the kill switch for the battery. So if you want to disconnect the battery from the trailer, you can just turn it to the off position. You don't have to take remove one of the battery cables or anything like that. Alright, so you got 2 LP tanks full. You got a deep cycle marine battery. Like I said, a power tongue jack, of course. An onboard generator. This is a gasoline generator. You can pull this panel off and you can control it from here if you needed to, but generally speaking, it's controlled from inside the trailer. I'll show you that when we get in there. That is the exhaust for the generator. Okay, this is your water heater. It works on both gas and electric. One thing to keep in mind, let me get this out of the way here. One thing to keep in mind is there's a switch right here, on and off rocker switch. That controls the electric heating element that's behind this cover here. So in order to use it, you're going to have to flip it to the on position like that. Right now the tank is empty, and you never run the water heater without water in it, of course. Always make sure it's there, either on gas or electric. If you run it on electric, it's only going to take a minute or so to burn out the elements, so if you don't have water in it, so make sure you do that. Also, this is the drain plug here, plus an anode rod. Screws right in here. That's how you drain the water heater. This takes an 1 1/16 6-point socket. You also need a 6-inch extension or so, and a breaker bar or a ratchet to turn it. So if you don't have that, you need to get that and carry it with you, so you can let me get this here. Hold on. So you can drain the water heater if you need to. You're never going to be able to do this with one hand. There it goes. Almost. There we go. Okay. So these are your water hookups here. So your city water hooks up right here. You hook that up and you're all set. All the plumbing in the trailer works by city water pressure. Now, if you're going to a campsite that doesn't have plumbing on the campground that doesn't have plumbing on the campsites, you can fill your fresh water tank here. You do that, and then you can use the onboard pump to pump water. So all the plumbing will work as if you have city water, but it would just be pumping it from your own water tank. All right. This is a black tank flush. After you dump the black tank, you leave the valve open like it states on the sticker here, and you can flush it out by hooking the hose up at the dump station and turning it on. It'll spray out the inside of the tank, spray off the sensors so you get a good reading, that sort of thing. All right. Okay. Satellite and cable through. That's one of the places your sprayer connects to. It might be the only place. We'll see. You have a 30-foot, 30-amp power cord. Okay. Here are your dump valves here. 2 gray and a black. Okay. And it shows you right here which one is which. Oops, I'm sorry if you can see that. Shows you right there. Okay. So this is the gas fill for your generator. Behind here, oh, it's open. This is your gas pump to fill your 4-wheelers or bikes or whatever you've got. And this is the switch to turn on your pump to pump the gas. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to show you how the ramp goes up and down. We can do that for you. And plus you could always look at manufacturers' videos. Like I said, I'm just going over some of the features here. That housing up there on the top tells us this is pre-wired for a backup camera. Also, while we're looking up, you want to keep in mind that the manufacturer states you should inspect the roof every 90 days. So you need to go up there or have somebody go up there. To be very careful, of course. And you're going to check all the sealant. Make sure there's no cracking or separation anyway for the water to get into the trailer. You're going to check all the attachments on the roof, the vent covers, that sort of thing, to make sure they weren't damaged by low branches or road debris flying up there. Just give it a good inspection. If you see an issue, take care of it immediately. Okay. As we come in here, let me get some lights on here. Okay. As we come in here, this is the power converter. So what this does, it converts AC to DC power. So you can see right here on this side, you've got 110 AC circuit breakers, just like you'd see at home, and they're labeled. Then the power is converted to 12-volt DC over here. You got 12-volt fuses, and then they're labeled. If any of those fuses were to blow, they'll light up, and you can see them through this tinted plastic right here. And also, importantly, this is, as long as you're plugged in, this is a battery tender, so it'll keep your batteries charged up. As long as you're plugged in, it senses how much energy they have and what they need. If they're completely charged, it'll just trickle a couple amps up there to maintain it. If they're low, it'll send 10 amps or whatever it needs. Okay. This device here is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It goes off. You're going to take everybody outside, leave the door open, shut the gas off of the front, figure out what's going on. Okay. Your thermostat is very simple. Hit the mode button once to light it up, and they can scroll through fan, cool, and heat. Okay. Always, if they give you an option to run the fan on auto, always choose that option. This is just telling us it's pre-wired for solar. I mean, on the roof there'll be an attachment for some panels, and behind here there'll be some wires that are fastened behind it just to so you can hook up a solar controller. Okay. These are your speakers here, switches for them, just so you know. Alright, so these are all lights. Your water pump is right here. Your water heater is there. Your fuel pump you turn on here. You have tank heaters in this, so your holding tanks all have your fresh water, your black and gray. They all have heating pads on them. So you can extend your camping season with this. So if you want to, you just flip that on and it'll heat them up so they don't freeze. All right, your awning here, your slide room here. Never leave the awning out unattended, of course. If If you're not going to be at the campsite, roll it in. This is where you start your generator here. Right. This is the bed lift for this bed here. The one in the back, it goes all the way up, obviously, so you can use it as a garage. But when you're after you got all your machines out and you're just setting up to camp in it, you can fold these down into a sofa or into a bed, whichever you want, and then you can bring this down, so it's another bunk. So it's very, very versatile in that sense. I know it's a little dirty in here, but we're still cleaning, so I'm just doing the video while they work on it. Okay. Also, you can check your levels here, right? Black tank, gray tank, fresh water, and your battery, which is charged. Okay. Okay. So let's see what else we have here. You have a TV hookup, of course, and then you have this sound system here. Basically, you can stream off this USB stick. You can put all your favorite albums on one stick and take them with you, for example. It has Bluetooth, so you can hook up wirelessly with it, stream from your phone or tablet. It has AM/FM radio, and this HDMI is an in. So if you want to go into the system with, let's say, a portable Blu-ray player or something, you could just set it on the countertop and plug it straight into here, and it will go right through to the TV set. Okay? All right. Your cooktop, this is the sparker here. You turn it clockwise to spark. I don't know if he's got the gas on here. We'll find out. No. But basically you just turn it on to light, and then you'll spark it and it'll light. You got 3 burners and 3 knobs. And of course you have a microwave here, and it's a convection microwave. Okay. Range hood and with a fan and a light. Your refrigerator is a Dometic gas absorption refrigerator, so that means it'll run on 110 AC and it'll also run on LP gas. So the thing to know is you want to put it on auto. I don't know if you can see that, but this auto is lit up. You can select gas only that way, but if you put it on auto, auto means that basically it always seeks out 110 AC first, and if it can't find it, then it would automatically switch over to gas. Or if you have a power failure during the day or night, it'll sense that and switch over to gas automatically so you don't spoil your food. And of course, that's just on and off. The other thing to know about this is that to set the temperature, you have to use this thing called a thermistor, which is right here. You can see the cable and the clip that's holding it on. You want that up all the way like it is. If you look at the sticker here, it'll tell you the higher you go with it, the cooler it's going to be. So basically, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have it up as high as it goes. Once it gets cooler outside, you're going to have to back it down, but most of the time, you're just going to have it up all the way. Okay, let me look around here. Let's go towards the bathroom. Okay. So we're still cleaning in here, like I said. The sink and shower work like any sink and shower. This is a remote for your Max Air vent. It's got 4 speeds, I believe this one does. Yes, 4 speeds. And make sure you always run it when you're using the shower. You want to pull the humidity out of the trailer because these are built very tight. So you don't want to create a climate where mold or mildew could grow. So you want to vent it out. GFCI here. All the plugs are wired through a GFCI, so even the one on the outside, so keep that in mind, it's reset in here. Even if it doesn't have an actual GFCI plug, it's still wired through this one. Or there's probably one in the back also. I didn't look, but the trailer this size probably has 2 of them. The toilet works like any other RV toilet. We've got the flush pedal here. The black tank is directly below. So when we're hooked up to water, when you step on the pedal, obviously water's going to come swirling out. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your water and your power. You'll come in here, you'll put 1 dose of chemical in the bowl, and you'll step on the pedal and hold it down until about a gallon or so of water goes into the black tank. Then you're all set to use it. You just can't use it dry because it can get clogged up, one thing, and the main thing is the smell would be overwhelming. So you're always going to use water and chemical when you start off with it. Okay, you have some storage underneath here, underneath the bed. This is your emergency window. It's very simple. You just go like this. push it up all the way through. Then you grab hold of this red tab on the screen and pull it out, and you can exit that way if you need to in an emergency. Okay. Your antenna is right here. So the antenna, this particular model does not go up and down. It's a disc-shaped antenna. So basically, you're going to just spin that. So you can still rotate it to tune things in, but it's always in the same position on the roof. It doesn't go up or down. All right. And let me look around for the here. So there's a TV backer there to put a TV bracket, and there's the hookups up there, so you can put a TV right there. If you buy brackets, try to spend the extra money and get the type that lock into place when they're closed. That way you don't have to use straps on it. I mean, straps are okay, but they get in the way and they're kind of unsightly. But if you can, try to get the one that locks into, locks in the closed position. Okay, I think that about does it then. Let me look around. I think we've got it all. So, okay, I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. And please remember what I said about inspecting your roof and keeping maintenance on it. People generally don't do enough maintenance on their roof, so you got to make sure you take care of that to protect your investment. And right now this trailer is winterized, so it's got antifreeze in the system. So obviously it has to be de-winterized to use the plumbing. So okay, thank you very much.